Welcome, everybody, to Firefly Royal Flush. This will be episode 9 or part 2 of Saving Pirate Ryan. Uh, Today's recap will come from Felix.
All right. So the main plot points from the last session was essentially we had to deliver something to the criminal badger from the TV show. Um, we didn't really feel like blowing him up, so we made sure that the weapon inside the briefcase was, in fact, a tear gas grenade and not C4. Afterwards, we kind of got a little mission to go and steal something, which I believe was an antique car from an estate. At the estate, we came up with an elaborate plan, which surprisingly worked. Um, the cars were scouted. Felix came onto the property in a acting drunken stupor, proceeding to babble conspiracy theories about Alliance secret experiments and odd things that had been done to him, drawing the attention of the guests.
The term you used was government butt stuff.
Yes, government butt stuff.
Yes.
Um, as all the attention of the party goes and security was on me, the rest of the group managed to sneak out with the vehicle, and I managed to slip away before the Alliance security threw me in jail to do more butt stuff to me.
I was going to say to give you more government butt stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Once they start, they won't stop. And that was where we left things off.
So why were you doing these jobs again?
To try to save my ex-girlfriend. He was in jail.
Okay.
It's a job for Badger, so Badger will give us some information.
Yeah, we're trying to find her because she may be in jail.
Yeah, and I believe we got 3 destinations that she was potentially being held at.
It was 2 of them. Maybe 3, I don't remember.
2 so far.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, we are to deliver said package back to Professor. I cannot say it for some reason. Where we have to even meet the other patients at too. So.
All right. Well, you have to deliver the car to Regina in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nearby where Patience is, so Patience should be able to give you your information.
Assuming she's happy with the fact that Badger didn't get blowed up.
Yeah. I do believe that woman's going to shoot me again. To coin a phrase.
Indeed. All right. So I think that's got us caught up. So you guys are aboard the Royal Flush with your ill-gotten gains on your way to Regina in Georgia. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
Did you want to do any research on Regina before you go?
Who are we supposed to be giving this to?
He's given you a contact name of Nikolai Tsuligin.
Okay. Do some research on him and some research on Regina, I guess.
All right.
I'm sorry, every time we say the name of the planet, and I'm sure the viewers will say the same, I'm thinking of something else.
No, they won't. Only you did.
Is it just me?
How about Regina, then?
Yeah.
I would say that, except that's incorrect.
Well, it's saying that because it's Uranus and not Uranus.
Well, now we're back to government butt stuff.
Exactly.
So anyway, the planet to which you're heading is the second one in the Georgia system. It is an arid desert, but rich in valuable resources. Many people went there in the hopes of, gaining their fortune as miners. Sadly, though, there's something in the ground got mixed up with the processing unit and has given everyone a disease called Bowden's malady,
Okay.
which is a degenerative disease. Now, there is a treatment for it, Pescaline D, but no cure. Uh, that kind of tends to keep the people on the planet on the poor side. Uh, so if you can show up with some Pescaline D to donate, then they'll love you to death. If you try to show up with some Pescaline D and gouge them on prices, they will, if you're lucky, run you out of town.
On a rail.
So
Yes.
what you're saying is we should pick up some Pescaline D to grease the wheels, as it were.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm
Yeah,
not
of
saying
course.
you should.
Where do we get that from?
Well, I mean, some place with a pharmacy would probably be held
Uh-huh.
handy.
We're not going to the inner sphere.
Well, I mean, they have pharmacies all over the place, including here on Persephone.
Okay.
I mean, if you
Think
want
of it
if you
as
want to
gun
do that.
stores. Think of it as gun stores. There's one in every corner because people are very, very sick.
Yeah.
No, I thought he was going to make us go to that planet that had the hospital on.
Well, not yet.
Oh no, we're already going to the train robbery planet. So
All right, so we're going to get some Pescaline D, Patrick.
All right. How much are you going to get?
Much as we can get.
How much money do you have?
I don't know.
Fumbles mobile, it just dumps it all on the desk. How much is this?
Let's say you can get 500 credits worth without too much
Bankrupting
attention
us.
receiving.
Okay. Get
That sound
500
good?
credits with a Pescaline D then.
All right. And then you're off on your 2-week trip from Red Sun to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to go around the core to get there?
Yes.
Okay. Because according to the map I'm looking at, Red Sun and Georgia are in the same orbit. Just on
That's a long way
opposite,
then.
just on opposite sides of White Sun.
Mm.
Yeah, well, space travel is sort of hand waved in this game, and I'm going to continue that trend.
Yippee!
Yeah. All right. So, is there anything you'd like to do in that 2 weeks of your trip?
Research the guy that we're delivering the car to.
Okay. Because Bester fixed your Cortex.
Good on you.
Would you like John to roll on your Cortex?
He's the only guy that's got the skills.
Now you guys have plenty of episodes to spend to improve your skills. You can buy
Yeah, I
research
just-
up if you want.
We're
Still don't know how to. Still don't know how to do that.
I posted a link and everything.
I think this is going to be like Star Trek, where we sit on our points for an ungodly amount of time till we remember, oh my god, we can use these to upgrade our skills, and then just have a massive bump.
Yep.
We don't have that many points.
Well, you should
So
have
far.
8. Because that's how many episodes we played, and 256. Okay. I will look for you and tell you how to do it. 256.
There's also that thing where we can get a die bonus.
It's in the
referring-
pinned option for the Discord chat for Firefly.
Did I pin it?
Advancement
did.
sheet.
Well, how
That's what
about
it
that?
is.
Where did he pin it? I didn't see it.
Up at the top of the Discord, there's like a push pin. Press that and scroll down. It's the last one.
Up on the top of the Discord, there's a push pin. Scroll down.
Yeah, hit the push pin. You'll see there's like a thread, a bell, a push pin, and then a people. Right? Top of Discord on the right.
Yeah, that's the advancement sheet you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Well, how do we know we had any assets from any episodes?
You would have decided to keep one.
Okay, you'll have to tell me what an asset is in the future then, so I know whether or not I want to keep it.
One of the assets that you decided to keep, actually I just gave it to you, was the Comantic's Black Files.
Yeah, I've got that listed down on my asset as a D10.
Yeah. So, like, if, for instance, we were playing and you decided, hey, I need a bottle of ketchup, so I'm going to spend a plot point to give me the asset bottle of ketchup. For another plot point, you can make that bottle of ketchup last through the whole episode. And if you want to keep that bottle of ketchup, you can spend the episode to keep the bottle of ketchup, make it a permanent asset.
What's a signature asset trigger?
You have a signature asset, and some of them have asset triggers, and you can add them to them. Some of them come with it.
I don't know what that means, though.
Okay, so for example, like Ship's Doctor, right? I have experimental procedures grayed out. I could spend an episode to unlock experimental procedures.
Oh, are you talking about those special things we have on our character sheets?
Yeah.
Well, that's a distinction trigger.
Yeah.
Like if you
It's
had,
different.
like you had a gun, it's your perfect gun, but then you had a sight. You could add a sight to it, so now it has the sniper ability. That would be a distinction trigger or an asset trigger you could add.
Okay, so how do we buy a distinction that we don't have?
You have to first. You don't buy distinctions. You can only have 3. Now you want to switch out a distinction for a new distinction? That's cost an episode.
I'm still not sure which distinctions I've got.
Okay. On your character sheet, I'm going to call up your character sheet. I'm going to look at Elwood Harry Lee. You have Gambler, Smooth Talker, and Reader.
Okay.
Those are your 3 distinctions.
So I can only have 3, so
You can only
I've
have
already got
3.
them, right?
Right. But now you have not unlocked anything under Gambler. You have only unlocked Gift of Gab under Smooth
Right.
Talker and Secrets under Reader. You could.
Okay. So how do I unlock them?
You would spend 2 episodes. Go into your character sheet, edit it, and turn it on. So up at the top where it says distinctions, there's a little pencil. You click that. That brings you to edit mode, and you would just select that distinction that you want to start.
There's not. Okay. I'm probably going to have to restart.
Restart your computer.
Restart Discord or restart this thing because it's not showing any pencil. Okay, now I got a pencil. Okay. So how many episodes do we have?
8.
8.
8. So unlock is taking the check mark off. So if you don't have the hinder unlocked, it's not unlocked. Is that right?
Correct. Hinder is always unlocked.
It's
just
got a check mark.
Yeah, that means
the check mark means it's unlocked.
Right.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I need plot points.
What do we say the skill was for using the Cortex?
That is going to be, mental and
Operate?
Operate.
Okay, I already have a D10. So if I want to go, D12 is the highest, right?
D12 is the highest. Double skill to a D8 or higher costs 3 episodes per level.
I can also wait, I can add a specialty to a D6 or higher skill for 1 episode cost.
Correct.
Now, I could add Cortex under Operate as well.
Yes, you can.
Would that be a standard D6
Yes.
to start off with?
They are always a D6. Your specialties are always a D6, but then you'd be throwing 2 of them.
How do I? Oh, I go to edit. Okay, edit and then add a new subtrait.
So, welcome to Firefly Royal Flush. How to advance your character.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in today.
side quest before the real one.
Yes, the side quest.
Yes, I just spent 4 points.
Okay, so 1 to do that.
Back. So now I have secrets and psychic flashes.
Okay. Psychic
So it's
flashes.
going to be through a.
I can give a complication to one of your characters by spending a pop point by blurting out a secret or negative fate of that person. You're going to have government butt stuff done to you.
Oh Lord!
If you're not careful.
They run away in terror.
Unlock a new distinction. Okay, so
I see great things in your future.
Kara's asking you a question.
Yes. What is your question?
It's on the chat.
Oh, I can't see the chat.
Okay.
I'll go to the chat. Okay, there's.
You want me to ask you for him?
If you switch out a distinction that points in it, do you lose those points or do they transfer the distinction? I'm going to make the command decision that they transfer because I don't otherwise know.
In that case, on following that, do we get to pick which one of the two then? If we had 1 point, like, let's say
Yes, of course.
Okay.
How do you increase specialties?
Specialties do not increase.
They're only ever a D6.
They are only ever a D6.
And is there a list of specialties for the different things, or do you just make them up?
You make them up.
And how do you do that? Oh, okay.
And you can add as many distinctions as you want underneath a trait.
It's called a subtrait.
Called a subtrait, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm watching your character sheet as you go. It's popped up. I'm going to have to edit this episode, aren't I?
No. Nah, it's fine.
No, it's organic.
Why did it come up as a D8 though when I hit?
Oh, because it's what the sheet defaults to.
Okay, and I should step it back to a D6.
Yes, and the sheet is defaulted to Cortex Prime, not Firefly.
I got you.
My programming skills do not encompass the ability to change that because they are non-existent. I'm thinking pretty highly of myself just for getting Firefly-like colors into the damn thing.
No, that guy had decals all over his car the other day. Stepping up a skill from a D6 to a D3 episodes. Okay, so if I do that, that would be it. So, so how do you increase the skill? You just hit the little thingy and change it to whatever the next dice is? Okay,
yep.
Done.
Yep.
I'll spend all my points.
Okay. Congratulations.
So I increased fight. Sorry, not fight. I increased shoot to a D8 from a D6.
All right.
I think I did anyway. Hold on.
There goes the royal flush. She's on the move.
I added diplomacy under influence.
No. Put us back. I don't want to go into Reaver territory. No.
Did you move the ship off the screen?
Who?
Jay.
I didn't move it. I didn't touch it. It just moved.
On its own.
Like magic.
So how do you, on this advancement sheet, Patrick?
Yes.
Question. How do you, like, spend the episode? Do you write it in notes or what?
Let me look. Because just remember, you guys have played this game just as much as I have.
Okay.
VTT, I gotta save it someplace. I'm gonna save it right there.
I want to indicate that I've spent it because this is episode 9, right? We're doing today.
Today is episode 9, yes.
Right.
Firefly advancement sheet is coming up. What? The hell was that? Ah, there it goes. All right. All right. So yeah,
Because the callback's a different
the
situation.
callback is different. I would just like write the title in there and then what you spent it on.
I'm just running used, and do you have a title for these 8 episodes that we can add in?
Not that I've
Or have
written
you?
down. That was
Now
for
I'm
you
going to have to.
guys.
Now I'm going to have to go back and listen to all of those episodes.
Yes, you are, and you totally should. It'll boost our numbers to get more people to see it. Yeah.
Yes.
Then we'll become
Because
famous.
you're asking me to
internet
do homework.
personalities.
You're asking me to do homework outside of working. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Well, it seems only fair all the time I put into these games to run for you fellas just to ignore everything I've made.
So look, I named that one. I know what episode 8 is.
Uh-huh.
I'm even writing it down.
Today is part 2 of that.
Yeah, so episode 8, part 1, Saving Pirate Ryan. Episode part 2, Saving Private Ryan. Episode 9, part 2.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, and I haven't used that yet.
So now we missed a good game session. So this would be 5 months we've been playing this game.
Kidding.
Wow.
Look at us go.
Look at us go. Who'd have thought it would have lasted this long?
Just cut
All
and
of us,
paste.
hopefully. Oh, we could have said the same thing about Star Trek.
Yeah, that
Could have.
one really surprised me. We had just reached a natural stopping point for that one, though.
Yeah.
I was ready to let that one go. I enjoyed it. I had a blast running that game. You guys were freaking fantastic. But that was
I think
enough.
we enjoyed our time there. Yeah, no, I get it.
It was
After
enough.
so long, there's only so much.
Right, and then step up a D6 skill to a D8 is 3 episodes, so use that. I'm writing this down so I can't be accused of cheating.
What I did is, for me, I added Cortex as a sub-skill under Operate, bumped it up to a D8, and then I unlocked.
Well, you can't bump up the sub skill. They're
No,
they're
skills
only
always
D6s.
Oh, okay.
You can add another sub skill if you want.
You can add another sub skill, or you can raise the root skill.
Yeah, I'll raise one of my root skills then.
But sub skills are just it's just the specialties, I guess they're called, are just D6.
And my specialty I added was diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
To influence.
For when you meet those heads of state.
Just, gambling is a different type of influence.
That's fine.
So, where do you want us to save this PDF?
Somewhere on your hard drive.
Okay.
It's a tool for you guys. I mean, if I come along and see that everybody's got, D12s in every stat after, 10 games, I'll realize you guys are screwing things up and I'll break out the Reavers.
Bring it on. No, don't. No.
No, he'll break out the Reavers who will do butt stuff, government butt stuff.
Well, isn't that the quote? They'll kill you, they'll rape you, and eat your flesh, and if you're very, very lucky, in that order.
They'll do it in that order, right? Yeah, because that's what he said. Who said that? I think it was
Zoe.
Zoe.
She was trying to shut someone up because they were about to lose it. I think.
I think it was Simon, or the preacher, or book? I can't remember. Let's stop and go rewatch the episode right now.
I'm so disappointed they didn't use him more in the movie. I guess he'd gotten too old. He was the character I really liked.
Well, yeah.
Because he had depth. You had to read the comic books to find out how much depth, but anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bump up my fight to a D8.
Yeah, so you used Reader Secrets, unlocked that's 2 episodes. So I'm just telling you the numbers.
Uh-huh.
Unlocked Reader Psychic Flashes, that's 2 episodes. That's 4 of my 8 available.
Uh-huh.
Upgrading Shoot from a D6 to a D8 because that is a skill.
Yeah.
Is 3 episodes.
Uh-huh.
According to the step up a skill to a D8 or higher.
Uh-huh.
And then adding a new
specialization.
Add a specialty is 1 episode.
Yep.
That was the influence.
Okay.
Diplomacy to influence. Yeah. So there's the 8 points spent. What's that thing about the callbacks? If you want to use a callback to one of the other episodes, you have to say something that happened in the other episode, and then you get a bonus dice?
You get a plot point, I think.
A plot point.
I think. I don't know.
I'll read about it.
Yeah.
Now you've made me. Is this season 1, by the way?
This is season 1. And in
Okay.
honor of the original series, this will all
We
be
will only
season
have
1,
one season.
no matter how long
Yes.
it goes. Okay,
Only have
welcome
one
to
season.
season 1, episode 194. This is your GM, Grandfather
Ancient man.
Patrick.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, back in my day, we had to use computers to do this. It wasn't piped directly into our brain like it is now.
No, it's piped up your government butt stuff to your brain. I'm just going to keep saying that a whole episode, by the way.
You're gonna name one of your ship shuttles.
Government butt stuff.
GBS.
It's the good ship GBS. All right. Has everybody spent their points, or are they still mulling?
I'm good.
Bakira,
I'm good.
Felix, all right.
Yep.
Let me save this to my hard drive. Where the save button? Oh, there it is. That's right. I'm using that. Save as. They give me a new computer at work. I spend all day moving files around.
Oh, how nice.
That sounds intellectually stimulating.
Oh, that was the stimulating part. The rest of it was disaster area for the whole day.
Oh.
I went to work this morning thinking I was going to upload this one job to CSX
And be done with it. Mm-hmm.
Right? I didn't get a chance to start it until almost 3 o'clock. And then I found out it was so screwed up that it's going to take me a couple hours tomorrow morning just to get it ready to go.
Awesome.
Lord.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled
All right,
program.
back to our-
Sorry, dear listeners.
Back to the fun part of this game. I'm totally going to edit this part out. Because that's
No,
what
you
20
should leave it
minutes
in because
is.
there's all that government butt stuff in it.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Well, we're not getting any notice. Nobody's saying anything about the game except for that one comment about.
Left by me.
Was that by you? Did you leave the comment about your voice?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Or incestuous comments.
I was going to say we need to get to Persephone to buy 7 tons of lube for all that government butt stuff that we're going to have to do.
They sell it by tons or is it by volume?
Well, tons can be volume.
Well, I mean, what we're going for? Just regular lube, WD-40, like.
Yeah, there's so many different kinds of lubricants. They'll really need to be. You want water-based, so it's safe for your silicone toys. So.
There is a cow birth lubricant. That one.
Why do you know that?
Because I watched Mythbusters and they had to use it in one episode.
All right.
because it's slimy.
Yeah, well, yeah, we get it. I could have gone all day without that. All right, so
I know,
you're on your way to Regina
Regina.
with your stolen car and 500 credits worth of Pescaline D.
Yes.
All right. So you get there and
The highlights.
you land.
In a big old red desert near a train thingy,
Oh,
which is they're going to steal.
Well, in a bit. But you land on at the spaceport. This is
Which
clearly a
is
very busy city.
clearly.
Yes. Uh, you obviously would radio ahead to let them know that you are arriving with your delivery, and there is a truck with a trailer uh, there to pick up the car.
Gotcha.
Uh, Big burly guys got necks up their tattoos up their necks, up the back of their head. Yeah, their necks are covered with tattoos. You assume they go further, but they're wearing shirts. Uh, um, they have thick Russian accents, but they make it known that they want to put the car on the trailer
hmm
and that Mr. Suligan would like to see you in town
Where?
at the saloon.
Can we accompany the vehicle, or are you taking it to his house?
Oh, well, I mean, it's a pickup truck with, two seats and a bed,
Mm. Okay.
So you guys are going to have to find your own way into town. Plus, it's about 20 miles away from here. So if you have a shuttle to fly or something, that might be the best way to do it.
I don't know if this ship has a shuttle, does it?
Akira, that's your specialty.
All we need to do now is hire a hot companion, and we're all ready to go.
Uh, I will go ahead and say, as there are no notes, that you do have a shuttle.
Okay.
I'm actually going to put it in the notes. Add notes. Notes. Ship has a shuttle. Would you like to name it? The GBS?
Oh,
Yes. HMS GBS.
in World War II when they put those pin-up girls on the side of bombers and stuff,
Yes.
is it just going to on the side of our shuttle? Is it just going to be like a probe?
It's going to be a probe and a butt. What I'm laughing at is right now is Elon Musk's grok calling itself Mecha Hitler and spewing hate speech. Awesome.
Let's see if my
Anyway.
photo generator can make that logo.
GBS.
AIR, sorry, this contains prohibited images. Please reword your.
A butt could be a piece of meat, so it could be a pork butt.
It's so far the description is coming up as an anthropomorphized cartoon anus, complete with expressive facial features and a pair of googly eyes. All right. Well, I'm gonna let that generate in the cinematic mode, and we'll go back to our game.
Gotta have the googly eyes.
Gotta have the googly eyes. Yep. Okay. So you fly the HMS GBS into town where the rail out here goes, so you just have to follow it.
hmm
It's it's one of the largest cities. You can't see it, but I am using my air quotes to say cities on this planet. But just think maybe it might have a population of 2,000 or 3,000.
So it's large, but it's very thinly populated.
Right. Yeah. So
Hmm.
I'm going to drag you guys onto the map. Leaving Bester on the ship, I'm assuming.
Always.
Always.
With strict
Just
strict
wait till
instructions.
Bester gets sentience. He'll be so mad at us.
So there you go. If anybody's listening, feel free to drop a message. I'll let you come in and play Bester.
And proceed to be hated for the entire session because you're playing a guy who is inferior to the superior Kaylee.
See, he would be, but does that make him better than everyone else other than our god Kaylee? Because if so,
No.
we have the best mechanic.
Maybe.
I have to say Mel hired him originally.
Yeah.
He
true.
did?
Yes, he
Yeah.
did. Oh, yeah.
There is no token in the scene which gives you visibility of the area.
Oh, really?
I'm there, but I don't see anything. My token's there.
God damn it.
I like reading error messages, just so everybody on the YouTubes can understand what I'm seeing. Okay.
I mean, I saw it.
Okay, now I can see it. I got more thugs again.
These are actually thugs.
They look pretty thuggish.
That's what I was going for. Thanks.
Welcome.
So you
pool
get to
table.
the Long Branch Saloon.
Mhm.
You can't get to the upper level. I didn't set it up for that. I drew walls and put lights and everything in there, but apparently I forgot to turn y'all's vision on. So here you are in the Long Branch Saloon, and there is
Mhm.
our man Nikolai back there in the corner, looking very fancy. I'll show everybody.
He's a fancy Dan. He's a fancy Dan. I'm just
Very,
gonna go hover over him. Oh yes, he is a fancy Dan.
very fancy.
He's got some long fingers. Those AI pictures just love themselves, don't they?
Yes. Though I'll tell you, my AI generator program now has an AI prompt generator.
Hmm.
So it's like you type in, I want a Russian businessman from the 1880s. Then you hit the little brain button, and you get like a paragraph describing the guy, and you get that picture.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really, really up to my AI bullshit game, I will say.
All right.
All right, so you guys should have control of your characters. Would you like to go talk to Nikolai?
We'll approach him. I'll move my guy over.
I'm going to hang back. If anything pops off, these guys are going to drop.
Okay.
Yeah, you can sit at the table at the entrance, Felix. Keep an eye on the door.
Yep. All right.
Mr. Sulligan. Nice to meet you. I'm Elwood Lee.
It's Suligan.
Suligan. I do
Suligan.
apologize. I am not Russian in any way.
You may call me Nikolai.
Okay, Nikolai, you can call me Elwood.
Very nice to meet you, Elwood.
Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
so
you.
much for the delivery of my automobile.
May it bring you a lot of pleasure.
I will be certain to tell Mr. Badger that you have delivered it in fine shape. He was concerned
Excellent.
as he's never dealt with you before. Is that true?
This is the first time we've had dealings with Mr. Badger. Maybe not the last time.
Yeah. I should caution you, he is fickle. You may want to watch yourself around him. He does jobs for me at reasonable rates, but he has been known to cover his own ass, as you say.
No, I have heard that, but I appreciate you giving me the heads up.
Certainly. Can I offer you something to drink? We have some fine vodka.
Sure, I'll have some vodka.
Oh, Certainly. He snaps his fingers, and the serving wench comes over. She's got this big clear bottle with no label that's full of clear liquid, and he pours everybody a double that wants one.
Mm-hmm.
And when he does it, he takes his, he bangs it on the table, and goes, "The Storovia," and throws it back.
I'll do the same thing. The Strovia. And then do you want me to make a roll to see if I can control that as it burns its way to my stomach?
No, you haven't been drinking yet today. First one's free.
Okay. Okay.
Atticus and Amelia, are you doing the same thing?
Same thing. Yeah.
Same thing.
Nope.
Nope.
Amelia's staying sober because she needs to.
Oh, lovely lady, you no drink with Nikolai.
Let's just say, Nikolai, she shouldn't drink. How's that?
Would you prefer a tea or a coffee?
Tea would be lovely if you have it.
Of course, we have several varieties. He snaps his finger. The girl comes over to you, and she lists off 5 or 6 different kinds of teas that they have. You'll probably will find one acceptable. I can't name off a bunch of teas, so
Lapsang, Shushang,
Earl
Grey.
Grey, black,
English breakfast.
Orange tea.
orange pico.
Yeah, orange pico.
Why is Felix groaning at that?
That's not Felix groaning at that. That's me groaning at that. Anything but regular breakfast tea is an abomination.
Oh, a tea snob. I got you.
You're asking an Englishman if he's a tea snob? They drink it like water.
Yeah.
That's all their solution. Every time you watch something, let's have a cup of tea. And we'll think about it.
Yeah.
It's a stereotype for a reason. Okay.
So she comes back with a fancy teapot full of hot water and a little teacup with some method of tea delivery. It's probably
probably
not.
got one of those.
It's probably
She's
not
probably got one
tea
of those
bags, but something
no, it'd
like
be
that.
one of those little silver things that you put the tea leaves inside that you can do the equivalent of a tea bag.
Right. Yeah. And you drink your tea. So it says, "Will you be staying on our lovely planet for long?"
Well, it depends. We have some of the stuff that people need for their their melody, and we were looking for the information that Badger promised us for delivering this thing, and I wasn't sure if you were providing that or if you were going to tell him and then he would provide it to us because we're looking for some information.
Oh, what information do you seek?
Well, we're looking for information on a friend of ours that's gone missing. We're just not quite sure where she is right now.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know anything about such things, and but I can certainly put out some feelers if you'd like. Um,
Well,
my deal was
certainly,
with Badger for the car. That's all I had.
certainly telling Badger we did a great job would be nice if you want to do that. So that'll grease the wheels somewhat. That would be fine.
Well, that will certainly go fine. Here, I will do it now. He pulls out a portable Cortex and he dials Badger. And you hear, "Mr. Badger, this is Nikolai Zuligin on Regina. How are you today?" "Oh, your car has arrived in fine shape. The crew has delivered it with alacrity and aplomb. I am very pleased. Thank you so much. These are wonderful messengers. I appreciate it. You should give them more work." "Yes, yes, and the same to you. Have a great day, sir." And he hangs up. There you go. Done and done.
Thank you very much. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Did you want to take delivery of some? And what is the name of it? Stuff I've forgotten the name already.
Pescaline D.
Pescaline D. We have some Pescaline D that we'd be happy to deliver to you and the fine people of this planet.
Oh, it is always a welcome thing to have more of that life-giving fluid. How much did you bring?
500 credits worth, whatever that is. How many vials? I don't know. 50
Say
vials?
5,000 doses.
5,000 doses. We have 5,000 doses.
Oh, so much. It's very generous of you. Certainly, you can have it delivered here to this saloon. I will take custody of it there.
Okay.
And he motions over to his thug and he says something in Russian. And the thug, nods his head and runs out the back.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess Nikolai, we'll get that delivered over to you, and you have a good afternoon.
Thank you again very much. Nice to meet you. I hope we can do business in the future.
Sounds great.
And as you stand up, you feel it in your knees that was some really powerful vodka.
Oh, that's some good stuff.
Yep. Some burn on you. Got it.
Well, maybe Nikolai, as I walk up, maybe you can, in return for us giving you these 5,000 doses, you can send some of that fine vodka to our ship.
Oh, it would be my pleasure, sir. Would the 2 cases be enough?
Certainly.
Consider it done.
All right.
And so you head back to the Royal Flush?
Yeah.
All right, then.
Get on the horn to Badger and see.
Where did my transitions
See if he's got
go?
our stuff.
They're all gone.
Oh, there he goes.
They're all gone.
Is that the real Bester from the TV show?
That is the real
Yeah.
Bester
It
from the
is.
TV show.
It is the real Bester from the TV show.
I did
remember.
my very best to get the actual actors for all of my tokens, even though I couldn't always find pictures of them from Firefly.
Yes.
Well, you can tell this is from that scene because he doesn't have his shirt on.
Doesn't he? Nope, he sure doesn't.
He does not.
He does
He's
not have his shirt.
shirtless.
He's just been through giving Kaylee the business.
The picture of patients. I'll say I put them all in a compendium, so I don't have to load them all every time. I want to say that Burgess's wife. I could not find a picture of her, but I could find the actress, so I got a picture of her. Yeah, the counselor. I couldn't find a good picture of the counselor, so I got a picture of the actress for that. The Inara's chick customer that sent Jane to his bunk.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl. Yeah, so yeah, it's the little touches you throw in there that makes me happy. All right, so you get back to your ship. It's going to take those guys probably an hour to show up to pick up your pescaline. Now, your 5,000 doses of pescaline is maybe a cubic foot of stuff. This doesn't take much.
I'm assuming nicely packaged and everything.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's packaged for travel. It's in a cooler. You've been keeping it cold. And eventually the guys will show up with your 2 cases of vodka, and they'll take the pescaline. And they'll say thank you very much and cough, and they'll move on their way. About this time, you get a call from Badger on your Cortex because it worked really well.
Hello, Mr. Badger.
Who am I speaking with?
It's Elwood.
Elwood Lee.
That's me.
Are you the man that stole that ship in the card game?
Stole it. I won it fair and square.
I was under the impression that I was dealing with Amelia Rogers. I didn't know you were
right.
involved.
I forgot.
Well, that changes the nature of the landscape, doesn't it? I can't be known to have dealings with you. Your victim is not the forgiving type, you know?
I'm aware of that.
So I take it as a kindness if you would keep this between us.
Absolutely. I will not divulge it. Would you rather speak to Amelia?
I don't expect it matters much at this point, does it?
No.
Well, I just got off the phone with Mr. Suligan. He is very displeased with the quality of your service. I don't know that I need to have anything more to do with you.
Well, Mr. Badger, we were sitting there listening to the conversation, and that's not what Mr. Saligan said to you. He said he was superbly happy with our care and attention.
Oh, right then. I'm glad you stood up for yourself. That's a good test. Oh.
Okay.
Right. So anyway, the information you asked for about Miss Ryan is she was working a job for Adelaide Iska.
Oh, goody.
Now, I do not know the nature of the job, whether she completed it or not. I do know that Mr. Niska is also looking for her, so it's entirely possible she stole some of his stuff, or she just got on the wrong side of the law.
Do you know where she was or is?
Niska had her clocked in the White Sun system, but I couldn't tell you more than that.
In the future, when we have dealings, Mr. Badger, I'll make sure that it's through Amelia, so you won't have to even hear my name again.
I'll take that as a kindness. Thank you rightly. Anyway,
You're welcome.
good job and all that. Call me if you need work. Badger
Sure.
out.
So where were the two locations we had nailed down?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. Did I write that down? Well, she was looking
two
for
places.
work. She was in Persephone at some point. I knew I needed to do something. Damn it, I don't remember. Athens, Georgia was the first one, and Persephone was the second one. Now, I'm sorry, Badger told you that she was last seen in Highgate in Blue Sun.
Can you bring that map back up again?
Of course.
So the ship's
Blue Sun's over here, up here in the corner.
So that's where she was last seen.
That's
according to Badger.
According to Niska's complaint that Badger heard.
Oh, now we don't know where she is because she's in 3 different places.
I do plan on making this one last, a few episodes.
Guys, what do you think?
Well, Felix's position.
Well, we still have patients to deal with, and she
Yeah.
may have more
True.
information for us.
No, it's true. When we triangulate the thing, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because
Forgot about patients.
Yeah, she's not one to be kept waiting.
Well, I guess we'll drop off the doses of stuff, and unless you guys have a reason to stay here, we can head to visit patients.
Oh yeah, the guys who brought the vodka took the stuff.
Okay.
So you're gonna cruise on out to Athens to see Patience. You could probably just give her a wave.
We'll give her a wave because we may need to go to Blue Sun.
All right.
Amelia, do you want to deal with Patience? Seeing as I screwed up with Badger.
No, she knows you, so.
Okay. I forgot. All right. Well, I'll call up Patience. Hello, Patience. Thank you for your patience.
Well, is that you, Elwood?
It is.
It's been a month since I heard from you. I thought maybe you were dead or something.
No, we just had to excrete ourselves from a somewhat annoyed Badger.
Yeah, he sent me a return package. It was pretty darn funny, I'll tell you that. I don't think I'll be having much problem with him for a while. Thank you much for that kindness. I appreciate it.
No, you're welcome. Just wish we'd given a slight heads up beforehand, so we knew that we had to get our ass out of there. So, but it was well that ends well, and I knew you wouldn't be sending us to murder somebody unless you told us first. So that was fine.
Oh, is that something y'all are up to?
No, not unless they deserve it.
Well, that's all in a matter of perspective, isn't it?
It is indeed. Now I hate to hurry such a pleasant conversation with such a lovely lady, but you did promise us if we did this job for you that you might be able to find some information about my friend.
Yeah, I reckon you did. Hold on a second. Let me check my books here. Hold on. I'm flipping through. It was about a pirate or something, wasn't it?
She's an accused pirate. I don't think she's a pirate.
Yeah, I heard she was doing a job in Highgate for a fella named
Okay.
Harrow.
Harrow?
Harrow.
Haven't heard of him. Is he new? Or is he just a small-time player?
I don't know. I try not to rub elbows with those types. Highgate's one of them highfalutin places over in the Blue Sun system.
So she's working for Harrow, or is Harrow an intermediary with somebody else?
Couldn't tell you. All I heard was she had dealings with Harrow in Highgate.
Okay. In Highgate, and that's the last that she's been heard of. Is that?
That's
accurate?
the last I've been able to find through my contacts.
Okay.
Now, I'm out here. I try to keep to myself. I don't keep my pulse on what's all going on in the verse as much as I used to. So,
Well, you've got your own little fiefdom there that you run with alacrity. So what's the point of knowing about what else happens in the worlds?
You are starting to see my meaning. I see.
You know what? All right then. Well, thank you very much for the information. Should we be able to help you in the future, we'd be happy to hear your offer.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I did get a tickle out of that wave from Badger. I'll tell you that. Look, I've got some guns here that I need to run someplace out that Blue Sun way. If you're heading that way, would you be interested in that job?
I look at everybody else. Got her on mute.
We gotta pay for fuel as it is, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So we could do it.
Felix is just polishing his rifle. Just sort of,
Well, what does it pay, and what is the level of risk?
Oh, well, gun running is illegal.
Yes.
So
But
there's
is
that
it extra
level of risk.
specially difficult, or is it just the average gun running risk?
Well, it's a delivery to Meridian, so I might be able to pay you $750. Meridian is the Blue Sun System's capital and the home of the Blue Sun Corporation.
And who are we going to meet in Meridian to deliver the guns to?
Well, I'll tell you that if you take the job. No sense spread my information all over hell and gone. You know what I mean?
Understood.
I've
I'm
got
trying to look
no
at.
obligation against it. But
I'm just trying to look at my character sheet to see if there's something I might roll to decide whether 750 is enough. I don't know, Patrick. You
Seeing
tell
as
me.
money
It's
is
a lot of money.
completely useless in this game,
Yeah.
consider every
It's-
number I give you as a first offer to be light.
Okay, so let's say because it's gun running and there is a risk involved, patience. Let's say 1250.
You want to convince me of that? I'm going to need a social influence roll, and she will respond in kind. But because you're doing it to me, you roll the number.
So how do I do this again? I hit the dice thingy in
Hit
front
the
of the
dice in front of it.
name,
Yep.
and then I hit the influence one,
Uh-huh.
and then I have 2 big hero dice, but no plot points.
Oh,
So I
everybody
can't
should
use
have a
these.
plot point.
Okay.
If you're going to start an episode with at least one plot point, you can carry over any from the last episode. If you've got none, you'll start with one. So I wouldn't worry about the big damn hero dice just yet.
I'm going to use. Okay, so Hinder says gain. Okay, so I'm not going to double my influence dice using gift to gab. So when it says gain a plot point, when you switch out this distinction, D8 for a D4. So instead of using, I would normally use the smooth talker distinction, but I can do the hinder distinction instead, right?
Uh-huh.
Hinder part instead.
That gets you a plot point.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. So I'm going to be rolling a D4. How do I do the D4? Just add a D4?
You can just add a D4.
I'll just grab fight over here because it's got a D4 on it. Roll for effect. Total, I forget.
Roll for total.
It's me. Total. Okay.
15. Very
Yes.
nice. That's going to be.
And I got a plot point.
That's going to be. Well, yes, because you rolled a D4. So I'm going to roll my total. 15 is going to be hard to beat.
Not with that roll.
Well, the 15. All right, that's a push. She says, "Tell you what, I'll go 1,000, but that's my best offer."
It's a deal.
All
We'll
right.
be there in whatever time it takes to get there.
Yeah, tomorrow morning at 7:33 p.m.
In
AM.
13 seconds.
AM. Yes.
AM. Right.
Right. Yes.
Planet time.
Yep.
Okay.
This is all right. Well, I'll have them there on the dock waiting for you.
Sounds good.
And I'll give you your contact information at that point.
Excellent. Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. So you go to. Is there anything you want to do on this horrible backwater world before you go see Patience on her slightly less horrible backwater world?
Anybody? Bueller?
no,
Nothing I can think of. Wait a minute. So we're still on Regina, right?
Correct.
Have we offloaded the Pescalinde?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
You've unloaded
Good.
2 cases of vodka.
Yep. Is there anything else what might Patience's planet need that we can buy here? Is there anything?
This place is a mining planet that gets minerals from the ground. Typically, that's all handled by corporations and not freelancers. Though you can always check the job board to see if there's anything or anyone that wants transport to Athens.
I mean, might as well check. Money's money.
Sure. Who's going to
I'd be
check?
careful checking for passengers, especially if we're taking some
Yeah, don't worry.
illegal cargo.
I'm not taking an Alliance Marshal on the ship by accident. Don't worry.
Says you.
Oh my god! Your cargo hold is full of drugs.
All right. So who's going to look?
Have the drugs?
No,
No.
for stuff to
Cargo
go
or
on
passenger.
this trip. Passengers or cargo. Who's going to look?
Felix felt like he was going to do it, so
All right.
away you go,
I'll-
Felix.
Felix,
I'll
give
go check
me a mental notice roll. And I am going to set your difficulty, because this is a shitty planet. I'm going to set your difficulty at 11.
I just turn up and I can't read the board.
Wah, wah, wah. Okay, so you know what the complication is that they write in Chinese here, and you never
Oh.
bothered to learn to read Chinese.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably a miracle that Felix can read at all. So I'm just going to take take the win where I can find it.
All right, so I want you to note on your character sheet,
Doesn't
can't
read
read
Chinese.
Chinese.
Oh my god.
So you come
Sorry,
back,
I'm
says, nope, nobody wants to go to Athens.
Yeah.
not surprised.
Can't speak Chinese, but could probably read hieroglyphics. Comes out of nowhere. Why did you learn that? I don't know.
It was in a video game,
Um,
Assassin's Creed
yes.
87, Return to Egypt.
Turn to Egypt. Okay.
All right, so you leave, you get up. You guys are doing routine stuff here with your ship. You take off, you fuel up, you go. Tomorrow morning, you get to Athens. You land in Starport. You wave. Patients say you're at Dock 13. About 30 minutes later, a truck pulls up. It's got 10 long rectangular crates that are, not suspiciously painted green or anything, and they dump them off at the foot of your ramp.
We load them into our secret compartment.
It's your secret compartment.
Cargo base.
All right, and as you're signing for them, the thug gives you your contact information on that planet I told you,
Yes.
Meridian.
Meridian.
Uh, it's Patrick LaFontaine is your contact.
Okay. I guess we're leaving then, Pedro.
Okay. Well, you leave, and it's going to take you a couple of weeks. Are you going to go to Meridian or Highgate first?
Let's get the stuff off our ship, unless anybody objects.
All right. Well, Meridian. All right, so I'll read you some history about Meridian. The Blue Sun's first planet, Meridian, boasts the highest population of any of its worlds. Thanks to the presence of a major conglomerate, Meridian may be the closest thing you'll find to a core world this far out in the rim. The Blue Sun's system's capital, Meridian, is the headquarters for the Blue Sun Corporation, one of the Verse's most prolific and influential manufacturers of goods in every category. Although their products are sold on every planet, the company deliberately chose a world in the outer rim of the verse for their center of operations in order to protect valuable trade secrets. The corporation pumps a steady flow of credits into its home world, allowing its employees to continue living the comfortable lives they abandoned when they moved to the rim to join the staff. Meridian's city centers features many of the modern conveniences found on most core planets, including a mass transit system and high-speed Cortex feeds. The planet also has heightened protection from potential thieves and raiders, thanks to Blue Sun's own personal security team.
Okay.
All right. So as you're approaching Meridian, you receive a message from Meridian Traffic Controls. What kind of ship are you flying?
Polaris class.
Polaris 3875. This is Meridian Control. Please establish your flight plan and purpose for visiting.
Tourism.
Tourism.
Mm-hmm. We come to see your beautiful planet.
Understood, Polaris. Please come to course 359 Mark 76. You are to proceed to landing bay 379 Alpha right. Please watch for low-flying traffic as you approach the ground. If you need computer assist for your approach, please indicate that now.
Felix?
Going to, you know what? I'll indicate. Yeah.
Yes? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Please switch your control frequency to 391.7 megahertz, and we will initiate contact.
Turn it up on a dial.
All right. You hit the button, and there's the brief handshake period where, for some reason, your consoles make that modem sound from the 90s. And then the ship starts flying without you, Felix.
Sit back, put my feet up, and just make sure we're on course.
Uh-huh. And it will lead you right to where it told you to dock. It will actually do a pretty good job of landing you there. Felix, you could have done it better. But none of the eggs in the galley broke, so it's considered a big plus.
Yeah. As we touch down, I make sure to turn the command frequency off so that they still don't have control of the ship.
All right, very good. And after about 5 minutes, you get a wave saying, please stand by for the customs inspector.
Sure.
Yes.
And after a bit, you'll hear someone knocking at your cargo door. Apparently, they're using a hammer to do it.
Open the door.
You see a skinny, bald guy who still has sideburns, but no beard or mustache. Big, bushy sideburns. Wearing a light gray uniform with a tight collar and a name badge that says Gunter.
Hello, Gunter.
Says, hello, is this the Polaris class Royal Flush?
That's correct.
And with whom am I speaking?
I'm the owner, Elwood Lee.
Owner Elwood Lee, correct. Are you also the captain, Mr. Lee?
No, the captain is Amelia, right over there.
Understood, Captain Amelia. Do you have anything to declare?
Just our own chattels and goods. Oh, and some vodka.
Okay. Do you have any perishables, fruits, animals, pets, contraband, weapons, drugs, human trafficking?
No, we do not.
All right, I understand. It looks like you've been flagged for a search. If you will gather your crew into the middle of the cargo bay, my search team will be along shortly. Please don't touch anything.
Why have we been flagged for a search?
It's a random flag, sir.
Sure. Okay.
All right. All right. So a crew comes in with some electronic sniffers and a bunch of sensors, and they start scanning around, scanning around, scanning around. What I'm going to need is for Polaris to roll me a hull and Smuggler's Delight, right? And any one of your crew who has a skill you think would apply.
What skill would that be?
And beat a 10. I don't know. You're being searched. What skill would be good for that? Sneak, hide, distract.
Trick? Trick?
Brick?
Trick. Trick.
Prick?
Trick.
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 Sure. Yeah. But you're rolling
I've got a
with the
D12.
Royal Flush's hull.
I've got a D12 and trick.
All right. So your Royal Flush's hull, which is
D8.
10. Your hull's 10.
10.
Your hull's a 10. And a 12,
No.
and you got to beat a 10. That should be easy.
But we've also got the Smuggler's Delight, right? A plus, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You want to turn that into a D4 for a plot point?
No.
All right.
Roll for total, correct?
Roll for total. Whew. Thank goodness.
Didn't roll a 1.
So I was worried. All right. So, after about 30 minutes, they come back. One of them is holding up a tube of toothpaste they found that apparently was made with what the THC oil.
Yeah, I glare at Felix. I know you're not using that to clean your teeth.
I'm sorry. What are you saying?
I'm saying the toothpaste, you're not using it to clean your teeth.
Is that what toothpaste is for?
Yeah, but it's got THC in it.
Oh, well, I mean,
So it's got
then
two
you can
uses.
enjoy it.
That is not mine. I've never seen it before in my life. I'm going to be my bunk. Bye.
Gunter looks at you and he gives you this sort of shame on you. And
Is that a finable offense?
It's a medical prescription, okay? The doctor I said some strange words that I don't understand. Said very good. Cost me. Actually, it cost me like it was okay priced. Goes down better than beer and whiskey and Anyway, bunk. I'm out of here. Bye.
yeah. This sort of thing's not allowed on Meridian. I'm sorry. I'm going to need to confiscate this.
That's fine.
Fine.
If you absolutely need to have it back, you can apply for a waiver at the customs office. Be sure to bring 3 forms of ID and any prescriptions that you need, and the contact information of the prescription issuer. And we will get back to you in 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay. Felix is going to start sweating as he realizes the guy who sold it to me didn't ask for a prescription.
Says, enjoy your stay on Meridian. There is a list of relevant rules and regulations available on the Cortex. I recommend you peruse them before venturing out.
Sure.
And with that, he leaves.
Be right back.
You're now free to move about the cabin.
Okay, so were we supposed to contact the contact, or was the contact supposed to contact us?
You should probably try to contact him, I would think. There's probably a whole list of secret contact words to use. Hello, Mr. LaFontaine. This is Ralph with the moving company. We have your luggage that you lost in, wherever.
We have your
Oh,
we have
whatever.
your IKEA furniture ready to assemble.
Yeah.
Space IKEA.
Feel free to, make spout whatever you want.
Sure. That's what we do.
All right. He says, "Great. Where are you?"
You know, tell them which bay we're in at the starport.
What? You're in the city? What the hell are you doing
Yeah.
there? How am I supposed to get that shipment while you're in the city?
Not my problem, sir. I was told to bring it here and contact you.
All right. Well, I need it at these coordinates, and he gives you coordinates to uh, this empty spot. 3/4 of the way around the planet.
I'll tell you what, we'll spend a few days here doing what we said we were coming to Meridian for, and then we'll deliver that on the way out.
That's kind of time sensitive, man.
Nobody told me that it needed to be taken to a specific location on your planet, and I'm not just going to take off as soon as I've landed. It looks awfully suspicious.
All right. 2
So
days.
3 days from now.
2
Three.
days. 2.
Three.
I need
Three.
a 2. I need it in 2.
Three.
Timetables are in place, man. I can't hold it off for 2. I need 2.
So not including today, 2. Got it.
Today's Tuesday. I need it no later than midnight on Thursday.
Amelia says, can we fit it in a shuttle?
Is no, not all of it. Take 2 trips with the shuttle. Oh, just so you know, Amelia, I can't actually see the Discord because I've got the other screen up for the OBS.
I can see it because it pops up on my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. So
No, please interrupt, man. I don't want to be.
Well, if you're going to do that, just type it into the VTT. So I'll see it there before I'll see it in Discord. I only have 3 screens.
Okay, well, I don't think the
3?
shuttle's an option. I don't think the shuttle's an option. I think we're just going to have to fly out in a couple of days. Don't want to look suspicious, so we'll give them a couple of days and do it.
Okay.
Unless you think you can get it in and out. Unless Amelia thinks she can get it in and out twice. I just think 2 trips is one too many.
That's fine.
That's just me. I mean, you guys can say something else.
I mean, do we really trust Amelia to be flying?
Well, you'd fly it.
excuse me.
I got volunteered for the job. Okay.
But Amelia would go with you.
Well, you are the pilot, Felix.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to take 2 trips with a shuttle,
Let's look up what's on the other side of the planet because we are here as tourists.
That's true. If there's something touristy, that's a good idea. Good man.
All right. What do you want to know? And what do you want John to roll? Because I watched that
Is
last
there
episode
any-
today. It was very, very funny. That pair of ones.
I'm back.
That's hilarious.
Where he wants to deliver to, what is there? Let's just start with that.
That is in the middle of a of forest that has been planted for its resources. You know what I mean? It's a logging forest. There's nothing really near there because that one was planted 15 years ago and it still has another 20 years to go before the trees will be ready for harvest. So it is the very definition of remote.
So would-be campers would be seen there because it's a logging site. So I'm assuming it's owned by a corporation.
It's owned by Blue Sun, like the rest of the world. So yeah, there's nothing really around there. They occasionally have their forestry experts cruise by to check to make sure there's not a blight or an infestation of, harmful critters. So we've gone all quiet.
So
I don't even see how we can drop the ship there. Like,
You
it's gonna be
underestimate.
spotted.
You underestimate my power.
I it's not that. They
Oh.
picked us up, didn't they? Right away.
Oh yeah. They got in contact with you when you were about the orbit of the moon away.
Yeah.
We do have stealth capabilities that we could engage.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's the whole point of the ship. So do we want to do the shuttle thing, or are we going to do the spaceship in 2 days' time?
My vote's going to be for spaceship.
With,
Less chance for things to go wrong.
with using our stealthy
Yeah.
shielding stuff.
Yeah,
Sure.
probably both of them. The electromagnetic shielding and the cooling system, because, then we're double stealth.
I just had a thought.
Oh. Good for
So
you.
we could fit a transpondery thing to the shuttle. We could fly as if we were leaving, then we could go dark as the spaceship and do a shieldy thing while the shuttle continues on in the spaceshipy direction with emitting the same transponder codes and drive signatures and all that stuff. Or is that too complicated?
Okay, so you want to make your shuttle
Decoy.
look like
Right.
Royal Flush and
Right.
leave.
On a screen. Right.
Sure,
on a
yeah.
screen of radar or whatever
Right,
they're using.
Yeah, so you want to
Looks
leave,
like we're leaving.
and somewhere on the way, the shuttle will veer off to go someplace touristy, while the main ship goes to the rendezvous. Then meets up later with the shuttle.
Yeah.
That sounds like a perfectly fine plan. If your roles support it, I'm all for it.
What do you guys think?
Sounds like a good plan. I mean,
I think we can do it.
Let's do it.
Who's got the other flying skill in this ship, or are we all four?
I have a point. I have 6 in fly, so I'm rolling like a d6 on it. So decent, but not great.
Maybe we need to have you fly the shuttle, and we need Felix to fly the ship because he's going to have to be stealthy.
Yeah.
Or if Patrick thinks it's a really easy job of flying, I could do it with my 4.
Well, I mean, you're just flying a shuttle around.
Yeah, why don't I do that?
Crazy.
Why don't I do that? I'll fly the shuttle. You guys deliver the stuff.
Pardon me. I'm going to mute here for a second. I'm going to have to clear some
While you cough.
passages.
Yeah,
Yes.
man's dying.
It's going to clear some mucus. Yeah, I think I'd rather have you and Felix on the ship. Amelia,
Okey-dokey.
if that works, and I'll fly the shuttle. Seeing as all I got to do is fly straight.
Am I staying on the ship as well, or am I coming with you?
It's up to you, John. Sorry.
I can stay on the ship with them.
Okay. Once Patrick comes back from dying, we'll do that.
Sorry, this cough is tenacious.
Tenacious D.
Indeed.
Is that the one left over from the not COVID?
It's not COVID. It's not COVID.
So, Patrick, I don't know if you heard what we were saying while you were...
I did. I mean, I was muted. You guys weren't.
I know.
Everybody's staying on a ship except you. You're flying the shuttle off to some touristy place in that direction.
Yeah, I'm going to fly casual.
Yeah, no problem. What I'm going to need is for you guys to roll your deception. So, Felix, this is going to be on you. Let me look at your character.
Well, can I do some planning before we do that? So I plan it to add like a bonus dice to their chances. So I do have a planning focus.
Yeah, by all means. It's going to be sneak and physical. Oh, actually, it's going to be. Well, I mean, the roll is going to be Felix's sneak with Royal Flush's hull
and stealth.
Would be hull for stealth?
Well, I don't know, but is it engines?
Systems.
I don't know.
Seems like you got a stealth system.
So, did you just want to add the D6 from my planning to that mishmash, or do you want me to roll
absolutely.
something?
That's just fine.
You get a D6 as well.
Let me look at your planning thing. Where is that under?
It's a skill under focus. It's a focus.
Oh,
well, not a focus. It's a distinction under focus, or whatever they're called.
It's a specialty.
Specialty.
Yeah, he can add that D6.
Okay, so Felix has an extra D6.
You're trying to sneak around on the home planet of Blue Sun Corporation. Your target number 14. Easy peasy, right?
Be at 14. Okay. I'm rolling a
D8 for the ship systems.
You've got a D6,
Your
a D8, and a D8.
A D6 from
D6.
and probably something piloty from you.
So fly, and I'm going to say that's probably going to be a physical.
Fly would be physical. Yep.
Yep. D8. Yeah. Adding up the die. And would the D8 be one of the signature assets, or?
Yeah, it's one of the signature assets.
Right,
it's the shielding.
Yeah, that's
okay.
The ship.
And then I'm assuming the D6 for engines.
No, it's going to be the systems.
Systems. Okay, D8. Yep. Okie dokie. Right. Roll for total.
Woohoo! Good job.
Oh, you did just Jesus Christ.
I did roll a 1 though.
You did roll a 1. So one, you can have a D8. Oh no, you can have a plot point. You have a plot point for the D1, and I will tell you that your stealth system will need to be repaired before you can use it again.
Use it again.
So it worked this time, but this is the
Fantastic.
first time you've used your stealth system. Apparently, it's not very good.
Apparently, it's worn out and needs replacing.
Yeah. But you managed to find a clearing in the woods to set this big old ship of yours down in. And you're even like an hour early. So it's 11 o'clock at night. It's dark. You hear the crickets and the frogs all chirping away. It's very calming. You know what I mean? It's a nice night. It's not too hot. It's not too cool. So you're very surprised when, like a squad of soldiers all wearing black burst out of the woods with assault rifles, point them at you.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, then. This is not how I expected the birthday party to start, but here we are.
Yep.
How are you guys doing today? I can go get the presents.
Says
Is there-
hands
that-
where I can see them.
Huh?
Hands where I can see them.
Aren't we in the ship?
I imagine you were probably hanging out on the cargo ramp waiting for your contacts.
She's Amelia's gonna like, keep her hands semi up, not like full the way. I was like, excuse me, can you identify yourself?
I'm doing the talking, sister.
I would like to know who I'm talking to.
I'm sure you would. Is this the Royal Flush?
I mean,
Why?
Who's that? Who's that?
Why? Who?
I mean, the name's on the side, guys. But,
Stark.
cards.
And
Stark out. It's on the other side. They didn't see it.
why are you asking that?
Because we're here for a pickup.
Oh, jeez. Didn't we get like a contact code thing or from them or?
Yeah, has anybody used it?
What's the
No.
contact?
She says, is it just a phrase or is it like a transmission?
You tell me. What is it? At this
We'll
point,
just say
it's
it's
probably just a phrase.
A phrase. And she sister goes, shakes her head. She says the phrase.
What's the phrase?
All kings are yellow. Remember, that was what he said, right?
The emperor has no clothes.
Come on.
Government
No more
sex.
government butt stuff.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity. Oh my gosh.
I was on mute, but I was yelling it to the muted microphone.
He responds, the queen is dressed in white.
And I'm assuming that was our confirmation.
There's one more phrase. What is it?
Oh.
Deborah has no clothes. The queen is dressed in white. Come on, guys. Be clever.
I don't know if you're saying because there's some hidden hint that we're supposed to catch.
Not
'Cause
at
I
all.
don't-
There's a theme, though.
Nope.
You've chosen a theme.
Aw. Okay. All right.
Jay, you're a teacher. Help him out.
I got one.
What do you got?
The prince is jacking off in the corner.
Okay.
I think this group is far beyond my educational capacities.
Uh-huh. Says the guy with a history degree. All right.
True.
He says, okay. He motions for the troops to put their guns down, and motions forward a couple of mules. I say, all right, very good. If you'll direct us to the product, we'll offload it and we'll be on our way.
Sweet. We, I guess, lined it up. We had it ready to go.
All right. You took it out of the hidey hole?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The soldiers, port their arms. They run up there. They two to a crate. They pick them up. They get them out, and they got those 10 crates off your ship and loaded up on those 2 mules in about 3 minutes. And then the guy in charge sort of makes a hand gesture, and they all just silently disappear into the woods.
We're just supposed to deliver. We're not supposed to pick up payment for the stuff.
I don't know. Were you?
Well, I'm just asking the question. We were just supposed to deliver, right?
I think Patience was paying you.
Patience is paying us. We just deliver.
Okay.
Right. Yeah,
Sorry, I was
okay.
trying to get off mute to say that, but I couldn't in time.
I think it's probably the bad time as they disappear into the woods.
Yeah.
That's that.
Hey, were we supposed to get paid? Chirp, chirp, chirp. Cricket, cricket, cricket.
Yeah. Who wants to tell Patience?
Who wants
When
to
we
pay
get off
Patience?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you managed to make your delivery. Are you gonna
Let's.
take off and catch up with your shuttle?
Yes. 'cause-
Stealthily?
Yes.
All right, that's going to be the same roll from our man Jay to avoid being noticed.
And I'm guessing.
Oh.
Did you really put
target number's 8 this time because you're apparently on the side of the planet away from the important stuff.
Okay. And the stealth system's dead, so I don't get a date from that. So just fly, physical, and systems.
Yeah, fly casually. All right. So have
I stop rolling complications for the love of God.
Tell you what, I'll trade you your big damn hero dice for that complication.
Done.
All right. So you catch up with Elwood in the shuttle, and you proceed to the beautiful little hamlet of Helen, which is built in a quaint little German oompa band kind of village on the side of a mountain. It's very, very touristy, very pretty, full of rich assholes and poor people who have to serve them all day. And you guys fly in there about 1:30 in the morning. But even then, the place is all lit up and busy, and there's a relatively small starport waiting for you to land at, which you do easily. So you're
well done, guys.
Yep.
Good job.
Good job.
I was saying well done, good job when I was on mute.
Yep.
You gotta learn to rock that mute button a little bit better.
Yeah, well, it's coordinating right clicks and left clicks.
It's worse when you say something really funny, no one responds. You keep saying it, no one responds. You realize you're on mute, and it's like, oh my God, no.
So anybody who's counting episode 3, 4, and 5 were the misadventures of the potluck 1, 2, and 3. I just don't know what the other 4 episodes are called.
Okay.
Yet.
All right. So you've successfully delivered the illicit goods for Patience.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the Blue Sun system on Meridian, home of the Blue Sun Corporation. And now you have to go look up this Harrow guy on Highgate.
Yes. Because we did one of those quests from Fallout 4 where you have to go to 5 different places.
Did I
You
do a
get stuff.
Cortex search on him?
On Harrow, on height, sure.
Let's stop raining.
Give me a roll. Let me give you a target number.
Please.
This guy. He's an 8.
Let's go. Cortex. Yep, that'll work. Roll for total. Ouch.
What did you get?
I'll spend a plot point to add the 2 for 8. Or do I need to beat it?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, I have a search. I can touch. All right. You find a return for a Sir Warwick Harrow. He is part of the ruling class on Highgate. He is a large fellow. He is known for his shrewd business acumen. He made his money by cattle ranching, and he has a noble reputation of not liking Ponzi nobles. Does that make sense?
Yes, I won't be dealing with them.
Sounds like every feudal lord ever.
Sounds like
drag him in here.
we send Felix in.
If you hover over, you should see a picture of him.
It's Sir, actually.
Yes.
Why is that? The sash.
Sir Warwick Harrow. You might remember him from the Shindig.
I remember him. He's a jerk.
No, the other guy was Atherton Wing was a jerk.
They're all jerks.
Well, they're rich. They don't have to be nice to common people. So that's what you know. Apparently, Gwenna was doing a job for him.
Let's figure out a way to at least, I guess, talk to him. Probably in person might be better.
Yeah, it might pay for you to talk to him. Doesn't like Ponzi nobles.
Yeah. Likes a man of a rugged exterior.
Speaks a man with a THC toothpaste.
I've never seen that thing before in my life, and if the constabulary comes around again, it's going to be one of yours, along with a key little premium uncut heroin. So be careful who you wrap me to.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, doesn't like Ponzi Noble, so I'm thinking probably maybe Amelia. Because I think Elwood might be a bit too fancy-pantsy for his taste, but they still want someone who can be polite but get things done.
You forget Amelia's, background.
Well, yeah, but in the nicest way, you don't act like it. You seem more rough and ready than Elwood. You're that nice balance. No offense.
I think he's saying you rolled up a useful character as opposed to everyone else.
There's a fight in words.
That's what we need for you to talk when you talk to him. I mean, minus the fighting.
Yeah.
All right, so Gonna reach out to him, set an appointment or anything?
Yeah. Send a wave, wishing to meet with him about previous individual that he employed.
He can meet with you Friday afternoon between 3 and 3:30 on Highgate. At his estates on Highgate. Which means you're going to need to leave in the morning.
Which we will
Yeah.
do.
That's fine. Since of his prestige, is there a certain attire he expects, someone to wear when being first introduced to him?
Yes. At least business formal. Uniforms are also acceptable if you have one. But, you being civilians, you shouldn't have a uniform. Definitely don't show up in the ship's jumpers.
Yeah, turn up somewhat fancy.
Professional. Look
Professional attire.
Look like you know what you're doing.
Felix rocks up in his, woolly hat. Hey, this is my professional beanie.
It's very cunning. Man walks down the street wearing that hat. People know he's not afraid of anything.
Jackie, are you looking at me funny? No.
And that his mother knitted it for him.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Felix in his hat. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. So you will leave. You'll have the standard level of bureaucracy leaving that you had coming. Please follow established traffic patterns on your departure. Blah blah blah. If you need assistance, surrender control of your ship to port control, and we'll get you out safely. That kind of thing. But you'll eventually get off the planet and set your course for Highgate, which you can get to tomorrow around noon. Just because it's located there that way in the system right now. But in the meantime, you'll probably want to look up something about Highgate. So let me find something to say about it. Highgate, the 5th planet in the Blue Sun system. Highgate was originally envisioned as the most modern world in the system, but when its cities were seized by warring criminal factions, those dreams vanished and Highgate was left to fester in its own corruption. Highgate was the first planet intended to serve as the capital of the Blue Sun system, while with the Alliance investing billions of credits into the construction of cities and infrastructure. Unfortunately, those projects would never see completion. Like many planets on the rim, Highgate found itself populated by citizens who had no interest in universal law and order. Outlaws initially banded together to force out the Alliance, but they eventually turned against each other. The planet has since become a perpetual war zone, and the last vestiges of the Alliance's lofty plans for Highgate were bombed into oblivion long ago. What I will tell you is holy shit. There is a brothel on the moon named Perth. Perth is the name of the moon, not the brothel. Not that that's important to you guys. But Lord Harrow has, through some effort, managed to wrest control from the warring factions and get a relatively stable slice of the planet going. He is looked upon by the run-of-the-mill citizen of the planet as sort of a savior, but he hasn't been able to quell the criminal element completely. No word on how he's done any of that. Any questions?
None.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Well, you'll arrive. I don't have a map for this. Let's see what
Picture
I
it in
got.
my mind.
Yeah, use your mind. What's left of it? Yep. Nope. I got nothing. So you arrive. I mean, landing on the planet is no big thing. You feel like you really need to lock up the ship before you leave it. Even though you are going to leave Bester there by himself. Bester did hear that there was a brothel on the moon, so the shuttle may be gone when you get back.
No, take the keys.
He's the ship's mechanic. That's not going to stop him.
And take his fingers.
Then he won't be a ship's mechanic anymore.
No.
But you get to the manor house. There's a gate. The guards gotta, check you for weapons and stuff like that. And eventually, assuming you don't have any weapons on you, he will clear you to go up to the main house, where the staff will take you to meet Lord Harrow. No objections?
No objections.
All right. He's got a big manor house. Probably one of the biggest ones you've seen. And it takes you into this lavish, wood-appointed room. It's got a long table that probably seats 30. Fancy paintings on the wall. Wood carving all over the place. I mean, it's just, like you're stepping into a tasteful version of Versailles or something. The major domo says, "Kindly wait here. Lord Harrow will be with you presently." And after about 10 minutes, he comes in. Large guy, suit, red sash. He says, "Good afternoon. What can I do for you?"
Good afternoon, and thank you for meeting with me,
Of
sir.
course.
Um, a individual who you recently employed, a Miss Ryan. Currently, we are looking for her, and I was hoping you could help us.
Um, are you talking about Gwenna Ryan?
Yes,
Yeah.
And why are you looking for her?
she's a friend, and supposedly she's in trouble.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. She was doing some uh, shipping business with me, um, and she lost my cargo to uh, that villain Niska. She I was displeased with that, and she didn't have the sum funds to cover my losses. Um, so I put the word out that you know she owed me the cost of my cargo, and I tried to get a lien put on her ship, but it turns out that she doesn't actually own it. she stole it. So naturally, I had to report that to the Alliance, um, which of course comes with a charge of piracy. But it has been at least a month since she was here. Um, Tell her she still owes me, 1,000 credits for my cargo if you find her. But I wouldn't be
I will indeed.
surprised if she'd run afoul of Niska or the Alliance at some point.
I place 1,000 credits on the table.
Are you paying her debt?
Yep. If I find out that she doesn't actually owe you that debt, I'll be coming back for it, though.
I don't think I like what you're implying, sir.
Oh, I'm not implying anything. I'm just saying. I'm taking you at your word. You're not. You seem like an honourable man. So here's 1,000 credits to pay off that debt, and you can remove the lien on her ship, and the piracy can be dropped, and we can try to find out where she's gone to, so she can be rescued.
Well, I didn't get a chance to put the lien on her ship because her ship was stolen. That's where the piracy charge came from. There's nothing I can do about that, but I can put word out that her debt has been paid and she's no longer to be blacklisted, if that will suffice.
How is a piracy charge made, which isn't proven, by the way, in the court? Who told you that the ship was stolen?
When I reached out through my contacts, uh, specifically the Alliance Ship Registry, to find out who owned that ship so I could put a lien on it, it was not her.
Who was it?
It was some gentleman from Ariel who reported it stolen several years ago.
Do you happen to know his name?
It's a matter of public record. You can look it up. I don't remember off the top of my head. It has been a month now, a while. But he reported it stolen, and it has been, has been listed as stolen. So if she's running around in it, she's running around in a stolen ship.
He can simply say it was stolen. She might have actually bought it off him, and he just now says it's stolen. So, I mean, as I say, it's not proven.
I'm not here to prove or disprove. That's a matter for the courts. When I reported it to the Alliance, that triggered a piracy charge. Plain and simple.
Does the Alliance have her in custody?
I have no way of knowing.
Patrick, does the person's name, when we find out, do we know who it is? Have we had dealings with him before or anything like that?
No, his name is Mark Messier.
A famous ice hockey player?
No, he's a businessman on Ariel, named for a famous hockey player.
Yes.
Just like Nikolai Soligan and Patrick LaFontaine. Because that's where my head's at today.
Okay. I look at Amelia. Do you have anything else you want to ask him? Sorry for interrupting.
You said she had a run-in with Nesca. Do you happen to know the details of that encounter?
No.
By chance?
No, he's a vile man. The less I know, the better. She did seem a little nervous about it when she was here. I had the impression she was trying to raise funds to pay him off, but I could be misreading that situation. I mean, if you're interested, I could reach out to my sources to see if she has been captured by the Alliance.
Yes.
Seeing as you were kind enough to pay off her debt. Do you have a number I can contact you on? It may take some time. As you know,
Yeah, we give them.
Alliance rarely posts their, legal records.
Yeah, we'll give them our wave
Very good.
contact info.
Well, she certainly has some good friends in you.
No, that is true.
Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I look at Amelia.
No, we have. You've been very helpful. Thank you very much. We are a bit of a. We do run a cargo transport, so if you need of any work to have us do, I think you know how to reach us.
Understood. What's the capacity of your hauler?
She states the metric
That's
tons that's for it.
it's a Polaris class. It's got this sized cargo bay. Yeah.
Is it
That's time
equipped
again.
for livestock?
We're gonna do what?
It's big enough for livestock. Not exactly. Depends on the livestock, I suppose.
I was thinking cattle myself. Being a cattle rancher by trade.
Would you provide the people to look after the cattle on the trip?
Certainly not.
None of us. Well, maybe I do, but because I grew up on a cattle ranch.
You know,
Cool.
you hose down the deck every couple of hours. Give them food and water. Try to avoid frightening them. That's pretty much all you got to do. They're pretty simple as far as critters to take care of, at least for short periods of time.
Well, what's the job then?
What would be transporting cattle quietly?
Subtly?
Subtly, yes, good word.
I guess we're hauling cattle in.
Only if you want the job. You seem pretty invested in finding your friend.
Well, you're going to take some time to find out whereabouts are we delivering cattle to.
Well, there's a drop off in the Georgia system for half of them, and the rest of them are going on to Calidasa.
It's Calidasa.
Way down here.
Probably not then. Maybe another time.
I understand. I will be in touch in a day or two. Good luck until then, finding dear Gwenna.
Mm-hmm.
She was very reliable until recently.
Until she wasn't.
Until she wasn't. That's so true these days. I hope she hasn't gotten herself mixed up in too much trouble.
If you mixed up with Nesca, you're in trouble.
That's very true. Well, if that'll be all, I have more work to do. Jeeves will show you out.
What her?
And Jeeves will show you to the door, and as you leave, he will politely close it behind you without saying a word. Hopefully, you had gotten far enough so that it didn't hit you on the way out. He seemed disapproving, though. All right. So after a day or so, Harrow will get hold of you and say, my contacts in the Alliance couldn't find any mention of her. My contacts not in the Alliance say that Niska still has a bounty out for her. I hope that helps. So where to now?
No idea.
Well, was it? I guess either we had to talk to Nesca, which
Don't want to do.
yeah. uh
And yes, guys, I'll be paying you back for your split of the 1,000 credits I gave to that.
To Lord Harrow?
Mm-hmm.
What PDF do I have? Oh, I don't need that open anymore.
Oh no, it's just exposed his hentai to the YouTube community.
No, it says tentacle butt stuff. Sorry.
It's a
Say
government
it's
tentacle, thank you very
government.
much.
that. Government, so it's got property of the
So
US
it's-
government still on
So it's
side.
taking your money too? Oh man.
My current wallpaper is Halle Berry wearing a leather Star Trek uniform.
A leather Star Trek uniform.
Yeah, with a bare midriff and a skirt.
Okay.
I just found a bunch of AI pics that I like and download them, and I cycle through them. That one is a topless orc. I won't show you the other one. That'll go online. Who knows what it'll be?
A topless orc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, the pervs come out with the AI. That's what it's all about. I just happen to be one of them. That's all. All right. So at this point, it might be worth reviewing what you know.
Not a lot.
That's not a good attitude.
I'm not frustrated or anything.
I sense you're not being completely truthful with me, Dean.
In what way do you think that, Patrick?
Just the years of experience
I
dealing with
mean, the only option we've got left is to talk to Niska, because every avenue that we've tracked down, they don't know where she is. And
Right. And it sounds
either we
like
talk to the Alliance
and it
or
sounds like
Niska.
Niska doesn't know where she is either.
Then nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
let's backtrack where her original wave came, or at least try to backtrack where her original wave came from.
And we tried to do that. There was two
I know.
places. And it didn't work.
Right.
Well, one was
One was Persephone. And the other was Athens. I'm pretty sure that's what they were. You've been to both
Mm-hmm.
and gotten no word. You've heard that she
She was in this place, and she was in this place, and she's been in neither of them for months.
yeah, but what she's doing is she's failing in a lot of deliveries. And Harrow was mad enough and legitimate enough to complain about it to the authorities. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that got the Alliance involved. So why is she suddenly failing in a bunch of deliveries when she was reliable before? Why is well, you know why the Alliance is looking for her. What was she doing for Niska that's got Niska looking for her? If she failed a delivery for him, well, we know how that'll work out. But Niska hasn't withdrawn the bounty yet, so Niska doesn't have her. That would seem to follow, logically speaking.
I mean, the only thing I can think of, she's
Let's look up.
telling-
Let's look
Okay.
up the guy who owned the original ship,
Messier.
Messier.
Okay.
Let's see what that turns out, because he could be after her too.
Okay. So Messier is on Ariel, which is White Sun system in the core. So you want to pick it up on in Ariel next time?
Can.
I guess.
I mean, I can go for a bit longer.
Yes. But
Might be a good place to call it.
this might be a good place to call it. That's my subtle way of saying, let's stop now.
This is all I had planned for today.
Oh no, I ran out of planning at 7:30.
Well, the plan that he thought was going to happen.
Oh my gosh, you guys didn't even do what I thought you were going to do.
Oh, glad we didn't disappoint.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, it was as clear as mud if there was some influence of which way you wanted us to go. Just
Well,
saying.
all right, now let's think about the timeline. You guys started on Georgia, right? Took you 2 weeks to go to Red Sun. Took you 2 weeks to go back to Georgia. That's a month, right? So when you were in Georgia, she was in Highgate because he saw her a month ago.
So he says.
So he says.
Okay.
I mean, if you're gonna disbelieve everything I tell you, then this is going to be a long game. So he says he saw her a month ago. And a month ago is when, well, no, because it took you how long to get to Meridian? A week?
Yeah, time moves around.
Yeah. So at some point, she might have been in Meridian when she got snatched. And, John is just shit at looking shit up on the Cortex.
I mean, that's proven, but I don't think that's necessary here.
Well, if it relies on somebody making a roll to find the person, that probably means we're going to fail at it, especially if it's me.
Well, yeah, but John has Cortex proficiency now, so he's less likely to fail. But anyway,
that doesn't bring the probability down to 0.
no, it
It's
doesn't.
still there.
It does not. It definitely doesn't. But what it does do, I mean, if you believe the information that you've got so far, she was probably near Blue Sun when she got snatched. And if we look at the map, if we move Royal Flush out of the way, I mean, you've got several planets in the Blue Sun system. What are they? That's a list in the front of the book. Blue Sun has Meridian, New Canaan, Muir, Fury, Highgate, Dragon's Egg, Deadwood, and Classified.
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 Classified. I'm not going to tell you because you guys won't know. Your
Because it's
characters won't know
classified.
because it's
Oh,
classified.
is it the planet from the
Dean,
movie?
it's classified. You don't know.
No, I know.
Go there. Everyone's dead. And they didn't die for anything. They just laid down and died. Oh, we're on that planet.
So what you're not so subtly hinting is it's somewhere in the system that we're in now.
It seems likely to me, but then, you know, maybe I'm misleading you and throwing out crimson fish of the herring variety. Maybe I'm leading
Crimson?
you down the rose path.
Interesting way to put that, but okay.
Okay, so assuming she hasn't been captured, or potentially she's been
Niska.
captured. Well, Neska's
that
all the
she's-
way in Ezra, right? So
Hmm.
Or that she's turning state's evidence against Niska, and that's why she's not
Well, she's in
not
Witsec.
around anymore. Could be. That's what I was about to say when you. Then I thought better of it because that would just give you the idea of using it.
I might be lying to you. There's no telling.
No.
You guys are, however, my best source of ideas.
Yeah.
And thank you for that. Turning
Role
state.
playing, the one medium that players can tell their own story. Literally.
Now, isn't this better than some you kick open the door, find a 10 by 10 room with a chest guarded by a couple of orcs? Come on now.
Mhm.
But anyway, this is a good night to stop. I have to decide whether she's in witness security or some other fate. Now that that option's been put on the table before me. I have been
I'd love to see what
threatening.
happens next time.
I have been threatening for quite a while to play a game where all of Dean's ideas are true.
Oh, Miranda. Okay. Classified.
Could this be that game? Bum bum bum.
First off, I want to know how she made it to Miranda. Second off, I don't want to know how she made it to Miranda because that's dangerous. Oh my, what if she rode shotgun with some reavers all the way there? Hey, buddy. Discovered the secret link that they're just misunderstood.
They're just misunderstood. They only want to kill you, rape you, and eat you.
It just misunderstood.
It's just,
Right,
it's just
yes.
their way of saying hello.
Oh, I understand. You want to kill me, then rape me and eat me. So
And eat
you're
me.
necrophiliac cannibals. Got it. I understand now. Go ahead. Get on with your bad self.
Uh,
That's terrible. I
Yep.
apologize to the universe at large for my despicable crew here and their government butt stuff,
mhm.
which Jay is going to carry with him to the grave.
You mentioned it one time to distract guests and it becomes a meme. Like, well, what the fuck's this shit?
I mean, I can totally see like a heist crew, like they don't know what he's gonna do. They just know he's gonna cause a distraction, and that distraction is government butt stuff. Now they're making jests all along the car ride back about government butt stuff.
Just government butt stuff, government butt stuff. Shut up about the government butt stuff. Pow, pow.
Uh,
And this is why I play these games right here.
mhm.
Yep.
Government butt stuff.
Government butt stuff. Yep.
Mm.
How refreshing. All right. Well, anyway,
I'm gonna hop out of here. You guys have a good night.
thanks for playing. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. I'm going to stop the recording now unless somebody wants to say something.
Government butt stuff.
Government butt stuff. Damn it, you got it for me.
It's love.
And thank you from the crew of the Government Butt Stuff. See you next time.